need one more. I just need one more. Hey, I just need one more. 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 You know, pick up where I said, okay. Like the blunt, my nigga. Pass his beat to the left so I could press. Code on my hits like I done wrecked. Who is next? Niggas is sleep like pillow pets. Getting foreign head from a bad bitch from Budapest. Call your bet, cause I'm just trying to get a quick check then. Cool, shit, let's get into it, yeah. We got the lights, we got the cameras. It's all about that action. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Son of the Waves. This is What's the Wave, man. We are back once again with another great episode. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell your auntie, because this is her favorite podcast. And she definitely gonna want to see this wonderful guest who I have on for her today. I got my boy John Brooks in the studio, in the building. How you living today? Well, really tonight, my guy.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I'm great, man. Great. Yes, I appreciate you having me.
It's love.
Man, I'm trying to work. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I'm about to say you tapped in on Instagram. Absolutely. And you was like, hey, show love. You was like, I see what you're doing. Let me know about the traction you had going, and we were able to kind of tap in and make some stuff happen.
Absolutely.
You know, just as being content creators, I'm glad, you know, schedules lined up and people was able to stick to it, because I can't tell you so many times I done catted on guests and catted on me. Like I said, it go both ways. So I'm glad we were able to get this in another beautiful day in Vallejo. This is more of an evening episode. Usually I record in the day, so like I said, it's more later in the day, a little more chill. So I'm glad we're able to lock this in. But I got a couple great questions for you. I'm glad we're able to pick your brain and show the people who, you know, support myself and support you of what you do, and give people a sneak peek of the man behind the brand and behind the business that you run. So without further ado, let's get it going. As we're shooting in the middle of November right now, this episode will air in December. So my monthly theme for December for the podcast is really just kind of a reflection, or really, if you could summarize your 2023, which I guess as we get older, it just flies by just as fast. Like I said, I don't know if it's a pandemic or if it's just as we get older, but 2023 has blown by us already. So if you could summarize it, if it could be a word or even a phrase, what was 2023 for you? What was it for John Brooks?
Man, coming out of quarantine in the pandemic, brother.
Yes.
2023 for me was literally restarting.
I like that. Yeah.
Restarting, rebranding, you know, especially with how the market changed when we were quarantining.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
You know what I mean? Yeah. When you were quarantining, it was like the whole platform was brand new.
Yep.
You can figure out what you want to do. You can do it. You can experiment. And 9 times out of 10, those moves work because we all were so bored.
Right. I mean, what's the wave of pandemic, baby?
You know
like I always say, I had a
mean?
lot of brands and a lot of guests who were born out of the pandemic.
Yeah. So for me, coming out of it was a whole new world. You know,
that adjustment.
the way we did things, the way we released content, the way we dropped music wasn't the same.
Yeah, damn, you know, that's a big point. That's a good point, yeah.
People attention was already short.
Right.
During the pandemic, I feel like their attention span actually got a little longer, got a little more patient during pandemic.
I like
After pandemic, it was gone.
That's a good perspective, because I mean, I guess it did force the world or shit. I mean, the U.S. in the most part for us to slow down.
Absolutely.
Like, it definitely showed a lot of us who are used to just being go 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 go. It's like, oh well, now you can't move how you want to. So I like that perspective. Like you said, it kind of slowed us down with content, just how we took it in, what we simmered on, because we had a lot more time to think and be at home and be alone and not be as busy. So I like that. Definitely 2023 has been an adjustment period, brother. Like I said, it's the first year post-pandemic.
You know what I mean?
Post-pandemic.
And it's like everybody came out the gates, I mean, swinging. Everybody just running.
Real shit.
You know, and it feels like FOMO. You know, you get FOMO coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now everybody doing too much because of what they missed out on.
Everybody doing too much, and now people back getting numb.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we back getting numb with it. So it's like you have to tweak your content and what you want to convey, because now it's not about the content anymore. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Content is always going to be king,
for sure,
but the people who watch it's not about the content now. It's about the lifestyle behind the content.
It's and I love being part of kind of on the podcast side, because it is that balance of knowing the artist and what they put forth as their like kind of personality and what they and their brand, but knowing them behind it as well. Like what is it? My boy Googled the other day or yesterday, Jamie Foxx, he didn't know Jamie Foxx is not his real name. Same thing with Steve Harvey. I didn't know Steve Harvey's first name was Broderick.
I didn't know that till just now either.
Like, you feel me? But it just make you feel a little more personable with the person you follow or who you grew up listening to or watching on TV every day. Knowing that, like you said, the person behind the brand, or you feel me, the real deal, the opposite side of not just everything they want to show.
Yeah, people want the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Not to sound cliche, but if you look at artists like Jay-Z, even Jay-Z's whole format, brand, persona, perception has changed.
Yes.
You know,
because he's came through eras of it.
He's came through eras of it, and now he's at a point where he doesn't have to tap dance. So I don't have to dance. I don't have to do these things to promote albums. I can be myself now.
Right.
And in doing that, we see Hov the father.
Yeah.
You know
see
what I mean?
Husband. You see the artist.
It's the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's more personable.
It makes me think to the aspect when people conversation argue who's Jordan LeBron debate. Back in Jordan's day, though, there was more of a mystique because you didn't know everything Jordan was doing. We know, nigga, when LeBron has a smoothie. We know when we go out with his wife, when his son go to school. Like, you feel me? Do the social media and stuff. So okay, I like that. I definitely like that perspective. So. We'll leave that there, just as far as how you kind of have seen your 2023, and let's get into you more as an artist.
Oh yeah,
because that's one thing you put on Front Street, and I like a term you have just in your bio on Instagram and stuff like that. Songwriter.
Yes.
I like making music. I do it for fun with the homies. Like I said, I'm good at it. Don't get me fucked up. How about I say I'm good at it? Go check out that. Check out that rap battle with me and them and Day Day. You feel me? Like I said, I showcase it. I like to let it be known because it's a skill.
Absolutely.
And I'm very competitive as well.
Absolutely.
So, but I like how you carry that title. Titles mean a lot in today's age. So the term songwriter, being comfortable saying that, like, hey, I write for myself. I could make a song, but I could write for the next person. I could put down some bars on the sheet and make sure that if you get it, it's gonna sound great. When you hear the term, or when you go into a room and approach yourself as that, not just a rapper, what do you feel like that benefits you in certain ways, or do you feel like that holds you back, just being like, oh, he think he could just, he the dream, or he doing this, he just trying to stay behind the scenes?
It benefits me. So one of my greatest strengths is being able to tap into your style. So if I hear the way you rap, you do music, you sing, I can copy that and make a song with your voice in my head, your cadence in my head, and how you would say things in my head. Literally, that's like one of my little freak gifts.
It's a skill.
It's
a skill.
So with any singer, with any rapper, bro, I can literally ping you a song in your style. People will think you wrote it.
That's a very nuanced skill as well.
Yeah,
it's hard to listen for the next person.
Yeah, and so I love music so much, especially the creative process, that I obsess over that. So I'm a fan of anybody I ever feature with. Anybody you see me do a song with, you see a feature with, a video with, I'm a huge fan of. Yeah. So it's like, to where it's like, I'm the first person congratulating you. I'm the first person, hey man, that was dope. Liking the video, leaving the comment. I support it, you know. I mess with you.
I like that.
So yeah, that's my thing, bro. And it could be, I can see how somebody who's not familiar with that kind of style of creativity could be like off-putted about it.
Yeah, cause as a person who kind of dibbled and dabbled through music since like middle school and stuff. When I hear you, when you say you are an artist yourself, but you also can do that for the next person, how do you balance that in crafting your own style? Like, you feel me? Because like I said, you're able to, your skill is the ability to tap into different styles.
Yes, absolutely.
Whether just writing, like, hey, I could give you an R&B hit, I could give you a ratchet song, I could give you a conscious song. So when you try to develop or make a song for yourself, is it more just like, hey, I'm just showing that versatility, or you want to stay in a certain lane, like this is John Brooks and not what else I could do? Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges that I've had, I'm pretty sure every artist had, is trying to find your identity. Yeah. Trying to find where your pocket is, where you fit in at. And once you find that, the hardest part is staying there. Yeah. Because you'll hear a Drake song like his album with 21 Savage. For Her Loss.
It's easy to stay right there and make that shit easy.
That album to me is
it's fire.
Raw.
Fire.
Outside, Back Outside Boys, like raw. Yeah. So it's hard to not make a song like that. You know, but you have to focus and be like, you know what? That's not my lane. That's not my brain. Let me go ahead and stay where I'm at and give you John Brooks without trying to fit in with the trends without trying to make a song that's going to get played in the club. That's not my lane. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very difficult. It's difficult because I'm like a sponge as well.
I was just about to say. So if I ask you directly, what do you feel like your sound is right now?
Yeah,
I mean, you, like I said, you can switch lanes on the highway, but if you are more comfortable, is it more of that just like soulful bag? Is it just the R&B bag, or just like I pride myself on being the versatility, the versatile person I am?
I pride myself on being the everyday Joe, man.
I love it. I love it.
My style is contemporary dad rap.
I love it. Like, very lifestyle-esque.
Lifestyle. My family influenced my bars, man. My wife influenced my bars. Every love song you ever hear me pen or write, it's about my wife. I literally have a song with my son.
Yes, sir. I love
you know, so the everyday Joe, man. I'm not special. You know, I'm out here like everybody else.
Right.
I wake up, go to work, come back home, get to it.
Right.
That's
and
it.
then, but you just show that in the artwork you put out.
Showed in the artwork, brother.
Okay. Speaking of the artwork, let's take it to the business side. Speaking from a personable place, you have been a signed artist before.
Absolutely.
Signed now or no longer, or how did that play out? And I'll give you the opportunity to give a full synopsis because you have spoke previously to how it has worked for you, or maybe not how. But just can you give a capsule of what was that like in an experience for being an artist, either up and coming at that point or now being experienced and going through that trial and tribulation?
Yeah, no, being signed being signed to a major label was everything you think it is. Everything you imagine about
good
fame.
And bad.
Good and bad.
I'm about to say,
I wasn't signed long enough to experience anything bad firsthand.
Okay,
that wasn't within my control.
Got you.
But everything that you imagine good about being signed is what it's like, bro. Like when we were signed to Universal. I was in a group called Cali Soldiers.
Okay.
Bro, we touring all over the Bay Area, bro, all over Northern California. We opening for Turf Talk, for a whole, a lot of local celebrities that was popping.
A lot of Bay famous people
in a hyphy era. So it was really lit. You know what I mean?
It was up, yeah.
Yeah, so, but having people knowing your songs, having people at the show for you,
right,
was at 16, 17.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little different, man. Like, I remember moms would have to, talk to the manager and be like, where you guys going? What time is it gonna be back? She would put me to the show. You got school,
all the shit.
Yeah, like, he can do it, but he got to be back home at
right.
And then we came to situations where we were underage, so we couldn't stay in the club. We had to perform in the club and then leave.
Yeah,
but like it's intoxicating, bro. It's so everybody's this is great. You know,
everybody, like you said, everybody's showing up for you.
It's like the Lego movie. Everything is and you're so oblivious to what's going on in the background because it's your first go around. So, but yeah, what happened with that is like every other situation. Management, the hell they was doing.
Okay, I'm about to say just
end up fumbling opportunity. And we didn't know, and then we got we're going to Warner. We signed over to Warner, and then
this and that.
Maybe 6 months later after that, it's a wrap, y'all.
Yeah.
And then what? 4 or 5 years later, you get the real story. Like, damn.
Like, oh, that's how it played out.
That's what
type of thing. Yeah.
Man,
okay. So I see how it is.
So for me, as a youngster doing that, it's the life, bro. You 17 years old, traveling. I didn't go outside of the country, but traveling all through California, seeing places I've never been before.
Saying you've been on tour, like you said, saying you've been on tour. That's not a lot for an everyday artist.
Yeah, and it was dope, man. It was dope, bro. Like, but as an adult now, man, like, nah.
He's like, and we'll get into it. I definitely want to talk about the independent approach because I see the pros and cons of definitely have had signed artists where it's benefited them greatly. I've had independent artists where that lane is more beneficial for them as well. So we'll definitely get into the independent approach, but just kind of more into your artistry. You're not just a songwriter. You dibbled and dabbled. Contributing to the media, Steadfaster.
Absolutely.
Photography and videography.
Yep.
Do you? Where did that love come about, and why do you still hold that so close now? Or is that something you strongly continue to do, or is that something just like kind of on the side?
That's something I had no clue I was into. So my business partner, his name is Michael. It was his company he started. And we linked up. He started doing all my videos and just filming and documenting the journey.
Right.
And I started to fall in love with the process and with the concept of creating content for the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
So we created our first show called what was it called? Untitled, and it was an interview type thing where we didn't physically interview the artists, but we took their pictures, we took their videos, and we did a whole piece on them just to spread awareness to that artist.
Okay.
Like an artist, for instance, Mo Green. That's one of my favorite artists from the Bay Area.
Got you.
We took a piece of him and we spliced together a whole visual, and we did a commentary on what we thought about his art.
Visualizer, voiceover type ordeal.
Put it out. We did 2 seasons of that.
Nice.
You know, our second show was Daily Dose, where we do 2 minutes of inspirational conversations, quotes from your life. You know what I mean? But that's something that I fell in love with. So I do to this day, man. We got a bunch of content that we're coming out with. We're constantly creating new shows and engaging with social media in regards to content. Okay. So that's something I'm very passionate about.
Let me ask, how do you play a part on the editing side? Now,
I don't touch
I was about to say, shout out my boy Dre, directing and producing this. As we've been in this journey, the editing has been a bulk of what we've had to pick up. So I love asking people that aspect, because it's a lot. Y'all don't know about this content shit. It's a lot.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed, man. I throw the ideas, I write it down, I deliver the vision, and my boy, Michael,
shout him out. Shout out to others. Mike, you that man, boy. We just know we love you.
The thing with him, he went to Expressions.
I got you.
Yeah, we got videography, sound engineering.
Nice.
So he's doing
a good basis.
He's doing corporate. He's Netflix and LinkedIn and all that.
Yeah, shout out Mike, man.
Yeah, we try to be. He filming and stuff with all that stuff, but he does all the editing.
But boastfully humble. Shout out Mike.
Yeah. He does all the editing. We both come up with ideas. We both deliver the content, and he's the muscle behind.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to ask that just all the hats that we wear being
just
in
like
this content game.
I can't make a beat to save my life. I can't edit to save my life.
I hear you. I hear you for sure. Let's get into the media company. Steadfaster.
Yes.
Media, something that you partnered up with. Was that with Mike?
Yeah.
With Michael?
Yep.
Okay, for sure. I mentioned earlier before the cameras got rolling, I love the terms that you guys kind of have framed for that with the creative boutique and the digital storytelling.
Absolutely.
You kind of just touched on that aspect in the question you answered before. But with the creative boutique, to me that sounds like exclusive content or exclusive media. So give me your mindset just with that approach of that title being for the Steadfaster Media Company.
So where we were with that idea is we want to take your idea, something that if presented to us we get passionate about, and we want to tell that story through our brand.
Because y'all did it for was a rafting company, the people who's putting up the bill.
Absolutely.
And I was like, this shit sounds amazing. This sounds like a document, and it's like a promo video, but it's like a short film.
Yes.
Like I'm like, so what is this balance?
That's the mix. We want to mix creativity with corporate, or just creativity with creativity. Whatever the story is, we want to be able to tell it in our light with our brand on it. Yeah. And it's been gaining traction. We've been having a lot of people
dope as fuck
reach out to us like, I like the video you did. Well, I want one like that. And it's the delivery of content and promotion is starting to, I want to say, blur. The lines are starting to blur between corporate movement and creativity movement.
Yes.
It wasn't like that before.
Because we now know what's promotional.
Yes.
I was thinking like just back in the day, comparing like even the Jordan era to LeBron era, like we know what is propaganda, we know what's commercial. Like back in the day, we know what these niggas are making off endorsements. Yes. When Jordan, we didn't know, we didn't care. Now it's like, oh, it's NIL. We got college players making money off of this. So it's funny how you say that aspect. Like, no, we're very aware of the type of styles and the content that companies put out, that short or small businesses put out and stuff like that.
And the image they want to have, you know. Yeah, man. So we've been blessed to fall into that pocket and to be able to link up with different companies, bro. Like I really love that.
It's clean. Like I said, I'm excited to see y'all progress in that area. I think you guys continue to blur that line. It's going to also create a lane for that type of content, that type of media, because it is different seeing a very corporate entity be branded in more of an independent style.
Absolutely.
And vice versa as well. I mean, I guess vice versa, independent, you always have to try to act like the big company, the big corporation. Yeah. But getting that line, kind of the mirroring of it, I love it. It is very beautiful.
And I like how you just said that. try to get the company to see our vision and what we believe in, the pitch we always lead with companies like that is we tell the truth. We don't have thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers yet. Right. We're still building. But what we tell people is, I can't guarantee you a viral moment or 1 million views.
Right.
But what I can do is tell the shit out of your story.
That's great.
Allow me to do that.
That's great, yeah.
And you will not regret it. So that's what we lead with, and that's how we land 90% of our work.
Because at the end of the day, that's what people want.
Absolutely.
Whether people getting into business or whatever, because they want their brand to be known, their story to be told. And if you come with that, like, hey, absolutely, I can do it better than the next person. Shit,
absolutely,
they gonna rock with you. Okay, I love it. I love it. And just in a more of a point blank format, what services do you guys offer as far as just being videography, promotional videos, any type of commercial, anything like that? If a everyday person or if What's the Way was like, hey John, how do I get in contact with them, and what can you guys offer me? What would you say? So
the work is I bring a lot of work, but my business partner is the one who okays the work, because he's going to do the bulk of the work as far as shooting, location, all
like you said, the edit in the back end,
all the weapons you need.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen this man turn down. I'm gonna tell you, I seen him turn down like 50 bands, bro.
Ooh,
50.
Yeah. Some 5-figure deal.
And I've seen him pick up work for way lesser,
right? Not
because of the bag that came with it,
right?
But because of the story that he was able to tell with what they presented. That's what we do. So we don't just pick up every single thing,
right?
We pick up only what resonates with our mission, what feeds us, what fulfills us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we can do a story for a small business, or we can do a story for a black man who's a business owner who has his construction company who wants to tell his story.
Right.
And it sits with us because we're black men. We want to build our business.
Like
we
you said, it resonates different.
Yeah, to give to the world that there's a different image that a black man can have other than the ones we're presented with.
Right.
So as far as resources, man, we don't really mess with every single person, bro. You got a story that we can tell that resonates with us, that feed the world, we own it, brother.
I love how you stand on that type of business as well. We're just like, what we do is not for everybody at the end of the day. Sorry, like, and that's how it has to be, because if it was, it would be very saturated and diluted at the end of the day. So I love it's like we have these standards we have to hold for our company and ourselves, and it shows in the results and what you are able to give to your clients and your clientele. Because it's like, exactly, if we expand ourselves too far, you're not gonna get the results.
You're not gonna get the results, man. You know, and every person that we work with has been 100% per the emails and response we get back has been 100% satisfied with the work we do.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Let's take it to this kind of perspective with everything we kind of encapsulate, the independent approach. That's something that we are in podcasting. Like I said, all this equipment is people. I'm loaning off the homies. I'm buying it myself. You feel me? Renting it. You know, paying for it out of pocket. Taking that approach. And being even in a place where you were a signed artist, you feel me, and seeing the kind of having that backing and having that engine behind you. What do you value? And I use that word specifically, being in this space now. What do you feel like you value now, whether that be the relationships you build, the time you spend and stuff like that, now that you're kind of being independent and everything's on you and you're responsible and accountable for it?
Absolutely.
What do you value being an independent entity right now?
Step on my shoe, slap me, spit in my face, push me, punch me. Don't waste my time.
He said, hey, at the end of the day,
don't waste my time.
He said, all the other shit I could deal with.
You will gain an enemy with me.
Oh.
Yeah, you will gain an enemy with me.
Yeah.
I don't value I don't value money. I don't value anything, bro. I value time.
Yeah, that's all we got.
That's all we have. That's my most valuable currency that I own. So and people have wasted my time before, and we have never spoken again. I cannot sacrifice my time.
I'm not here to waste it.
It messes with my mental health. I take it very personal.
Yeah,
I know you shouldn't internalize things. You shouldn't have let people have power over you in regards.
It's real.
it turns me to a person I don't like.
At the end of the day, we're human. And that's just like you said. You have to know whether it be a relationship with a significant other, your friendships, or your business partnership. How the other person operates. You have to.
And things happen. We're very understanding. Me and my business partner are both fathers. We're both husbands.
Right.
We have boys. We understand things. Hey, there's been plenty of times when we're supposed to link up a specific night, but we can't because X, Y, and Z happened with the family. We understand that.
A day before,
an hour, 5 minutes before. I get that. You know, that's not wasting my time.
Right.
Wasting my time is, you know, you actively coming on and we're building, we're doing these things, and then you pull out at the last minute, and everything we build is now in the trash.
It's worth nothing now. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
That makes me angry
for sure.
I'm never angry. That makes me angry.
I definitely respect that from that end. I feel like you've been in this area for a while now, and I feel like I haven't really asked a lot of my guests this, and I definitely need to get into it more because it's something I would need to know. A piece of advice. For somebody next up coming up and was like, hey, I see, you know, I know of John, or I know of Dill or Son of the Waves, and I see what they're doing, but what would be just a piece of advice for the next person, like, other than being like, hey, don't save your money, don't spend your chicken, you know, you get hit them with the cliche stuff, but it's just like being in your space, being a content creator, a music creator, a leader of people, honestly, what would be kind of one of your 1 or 2 pieces of advice off the top of your head you would give to the next person in line?
I would have to say, be soundly delusional.
That's a loaded statement right there.
Yeah, be soundly delusional.
You got to break that down.
So when I say that, I mean, always be up on game, be up on the current events within your particular genre, be up on the marketplace, be up on where you are in the marketplace.
Right.
But also be delusional to the point where you already feel like and think you're number one.
I like that.
Move that way.
Okay.
Move as if you're top dog, you're number one. Don't stop.
Right. Got it. Don't stop. That's the part. Don't stop.
If you got a podcast and you shooting with a Razor phone, we're gonna go back to I'm gonna age myself.
Right.
You shooting with a Razor phone.
Shooting on sidekicks and motherfucking
you shoot with that Razor phone, you do 120 videos on that Razor phone until you can re-up and buy you a different phone. And you do 120 videos on that phone so you can re-up and buy a Sony camera. And you do 120 videos on that phone until you re-up and buy you a Red camera.
You feel me?
Then you made it.
Yeah.
Success is subjective to you.
Yeah.
You know, of course there's worldly success. You know, Meek Mills is a successful rapper. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. But guess what? Mo Green is a successful rapper as well.
Yes. So is Earl Sweatshirt. So is Vince Staples. So is anybody who you can compare.
If you're doing what you love, you have an audience who loves what you do, and they come to support what you do, you're successful.
Come on.
If one person shows up for what you do, and you do that with the passion of 1,000 people, you're successful. The day you become unsuccessful is when you put the mic down.
Yeah.
Is when you put the camera down. Is when you turn off all of your potential. You stopped everything.
You're done.
You're done.
Legit, you're done. and the people didn't tell you that. You
told yourself.
You told yourself, hey, I'm done. So and guess what? Yes, you are.
Come on now.
You're fucking done. It's okay. Okay, I love it. I love it. In being an independent artist, after giving a piece of advice, the work doesn't stop for us.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, we all need something. So speak to what you feel. I was just talking with my boy Dre and my boy Gary Jr. yesterday. Shout out my boys. I'm not Dre. I'm sorry, DJ. DJ was here yesterday. DJ, my boy Gary Jr. Shout out my boy.
Man.
And we just talking about the need of a team. You feel me? That's something I always need. You feel me? I'm glad my boy Dre was able to pull up. My boy Rio, had other stuff going on, everything like that. But in this space, at the end of the day, we always gonna need help. And you got to set our pride aside as men, as grown black men as well.
Absolutely.
So to that point, what do you feel like you need just right now in the space you're in? Whether that be literally like, hey, I need money, I need backing, I need support, I need help. What do you feel like you need in the space that you're at?
We just had this conversation, and Davey, my business partner, was on that phone for an hour. We need exposure. We need to be placed in front of people. Access. We have the cameras, we have the team, we have the beats.
A lot of resources.
We have everything we need to be productive. We just don't have the platform to capitalize on a moment.
The marketing, you know, the pushing,
like if I
the exposure.
If I would have signed to a label, just the other day, a label hit me up at work, and I put on speakerphone, let my coworkers hear, and they was spazzing out. And I'm like, the only way I was signed to a major label right now, you don't have to give me a signing bonus. You don't have to give me anything because I have everything I need. Give me the exposure. Give me the platform.
Yeah. Now I don't need nothing up front.
I don't need nothing up front.
Right.
My creativity. The platform. I need your platform.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can put my product in the TV, put it in front of people.
I need to be in the caboose of the plane. Just put me in the front.
That's what I need.
That's
right
all
now.
it is.
Yeah.
As long as we flying.
Your money, you can give me $1 million right now with no access to anything, and I don't need it. Like I don't need $1 million.
Right. That's not. You don't. Money is not just the only value.
No.
Right.
I know artists who are way wealthier than I am.
Right. $1 million up probably.
Close to it.
But yeah,
that's doing the same thing I'm doing. We shouldn't be on the same.
Just as lost.
Yeah, we shouldn't be trying to figure it out the same. You got money, brother.
Right.
Like,
you should be figuring out different problems.
The money ain't the issue.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that exposure.
Access. Give me the access. Give me the exposure over money. I'll take it.
I like that because I mean,
and my credit control.
Always. I feel like that's a major thing for artists being in the space y'all in. Asking and telling the labels what you need because they're gonna give y'all what y'all feel y'all need. Shout out to my boy LaRussell who has been, you know, shedding the light on a lot of those type of transactions.
That boy put the curtain back.
Like in real shit. Like you feel me? And a lot of I don't even say everyday artists, but like more unknown or underground artists like yourself or people who are still building in that type of space. Y'all have hit a certain ceiling and seen that type of shit.
Absolutely. And
it's just like, oh no, buddy doesn't know. Who wasn't? Nah, they know. Like
the place LaRussell's in right now, and I respect what he's doing because he was able to land a position that was greatly needed here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what he's doing is beautiful. Right. What he's doing is necessary.
Super.
He's able to build his own ecosystem and capitalize off that to take care of his team to build bigger opportunities.
Right.
I'm not in his team. I don't know what his camp is doing, but in my opinion, I would stay doing that, man. I would stay doing that.
And that's what I'm about to say. I see it. I love it as well. But I just recently seen a video. He was like, "Hey, bro, I need help," and it just kind of showed me just from more of an outsider looking in, like, "Oh, there's always gonna be a ceiling you gotta break through." Would that be for the major music industry? But he was like, nigga, because from my perspective, nigga, you already done broke the mold. But this is like when I hear from you, like, hey, at the end of the day, it's still gatekeepers, whatever term you want to use. It's niggas that still gonna just hold y'all back.
Absolutely.
Hold y'all back.
But again, it goes back to what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish? Now, if you need more money so you can spread further, so you can do bigger things and bigger opportunities, then that's your journey you have to go on.
Then you good.
But if you're able to self-sustain, like Nipsey Hussle, if you're able to maintain and keep that engine oiled, and like look at Mr. Fab. Mr. Fab has been doing dope era. I've seen him go from Market Street all the way to 19th Street, but his hustle is consistent. It's not.
It didn't fall off with the times.
No disrespect, it's not going up. It's not going down. He's able to maintain his position, his weight, his success by continuously working. But he's not looking for a universal deal. Right. Like Fab signing, he don't need it.
That don't sound like. It don't even sound. Yeah, he don't need that.
He got his merch. He got a storefront.
He's good.
He just dropped the album.
He's good.
He's straight, brother.
To talk about comfortability.
Comfortability,
right?
Man, wake up and I'm gonna do today.
But it's another thing.
But no disrespect,
we see that you still see progression, you still see motion, and all of the above. So that was a great point. I think Mr. Fab was a very great point because it's like even throughout as being Bay Area, people as we are, it's like. Nigga didn't fall off during the hyphy movement.
Never, man.
It's like, you feel me? The nigga still making money. We know who he is. Like I said, he still might drop a remix or a song, and you feel like Fab is still relevant at the end of the day.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, and he may not know this. He my mentor. He may not know this. He my mentor
as an entrepreneur.
As an entrepreneur,
that man is smart.
I'm gonna tell you a story about Fab.
Go ahead.
Back when off Hagenberger, they would do an all-white party every year. Fizz. We young, brother, in a group called Street Legal. 4 of us.
Yeah.
Young. My buddy had a plug with Fizz, got us in to perform, and it's like Johnny Cash, just everybody from the Bay, bro. Everybody.
We deep in there.
Deep in there, man. And this is at the height of Fab. Man, Fab is Drake at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Fab coming to a white party, man. I mean, we getting tossed around by everybody. Everybody ain't even, they like, man, you know,
it's
showing us
young
no love, bro.
Hey,
we ain't get no love by nobody.
Right.
Man, we had performed for a show for Fab at Juneteenth that same year in West Oakland, and he was like, gave us, man, y'all young niggas is dope, bro. Like, he dapped us up, you know? Got our names, everything.
Yeah, gave y'all your flowers.
6 months later, we see him at this show. He security'd up. He full security, big ass white boys or whatever, just surrounding him.
Yeah.
I see him. I go, Mr. Fab, what's up? His security pushing him along.
Yeah.
Man, do you know this man said, man, stop, man, stop. What's going?
And brother took the time out, like,
shook my hand, brother. Shook everybody's hand.
Real one.
And talk
Shout
to
out
us.
Fabby Davis Jr., man. Come on, dog.
I've never forgotten that moment, bro.
And it take those type of moments that help a motherfucker like keep going.
Keep going, bro.
Like if a nigga like that could take time out their day, I gotta keep going.
Yeah, Fab,
he seen something.
Yeah, he the one, bro, for sure. Bro.
Shout out, man. Shout out, Miss. I love that example. I love it. Let's bring it back all the way to you and your origin story.
Oh yeah.
I'm a superhero nerd. I watch anime, so I love story arcs. So you feel me?
No.
We got to get your origin story, but just bring me back to the small time in your life where it could have been being signed very young and stuff like that. But when you decided to take your love, passion, your hobby, and make it into a brand and a business. And it could be that point in time, whether it be earlier or even after that, you might have felt discouraged and been like, nah, I'm done with that shit after all of that.
Yeah.
But give me that time where he's like, I'm here, I know what I want to do, and I'm sticking with it.
As an artist, if you're not quitting at least once a week, you're doing something wrong.
Hey, for real. On everything I love. Yeah, that's so true.
No, my story is, man, at a young age, brother, like maybe 10, 11, always had a infatuation with rhyme. My cousins will listen to dope music. I'll be reciting it, writing rhymes in Oakland in my apartment with my moms and stuff, doing all that stuff, to becoming a teenager and moving to Vallejo and getting with my my brothers, man, and we formed a group called Street Legal. Yeah. You know, which is out of our house on Banning Street. Okay. You know, their uncle built us a real life. He's a carpenter, built us a real life studio, man.
And the whole shit.
The whole shit, brother. Like, that was my first time. We ended up getting a song with KML, one of those local contests or whatever. Yeah. It's called Gonna Get You There. You know, with Rick
Get played at like, 1 in the morning.
Yeah. So we stayed up and listened to it. Everybody, oh my God, I heard your song. The mix was fucking horrible. We were fucking trash, but we was hella juice. To one day, man, one of my buddies was like, hey, I know this guy, he's doing auditions for a group called Cali Soldiers. If you can make it down to Jack London and audition, they may put you in the group. Yeah. I couldn't make it down, but I was able to take the audition over the phone.
What?
Yeah, surprisingly.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
And took the audition, dude was like, I need to rap something. I rapped my ass off for like, what seemed like an hour. It was maybe like 10 minutes. Yeah. Rapping.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 verses.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He was like, you dope. Come down. Came to the studio the next day, man. They had the album halfway done. And he was like telling me, we're going to sign. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I'm just like, what? He's like, yeah, so sign this here. And you'll be in part of the group or whatever. Just saying you're in the group. Signed that. Got in the group. I had to write my verse for an album in a week and complete it. Mind you, I've never been in the studio before.
It's just like, oh, y'all, we here?
We here. They just we
just here.
So I do it. They shop the song around, man. Shop everything around. We get signed to Universal. That fast. It happened that fast, brother. I'm still in high school. Yeah. I'm telling my buddies in Street Legal, like, I don't want to do this because we supposed to get signed to Universal.
Yeah, right. This is what we are playing.
Yeah, I don't know these motherfuckers. We supposed to whatever. Right. And they ended up becoming a family, the other guys, but it was like, man, do the opportunity. He's gonna give us opportunities. Just do it. So I ended up doing it. Man, signed to them. We toured for like what seemed like about 3 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 3 years. Okay. And after that,
fills it out and all the whole
information, all the bullshit.
Right.
End up getting with a collective called Breakstone Productions, man.
Shout out Breakstone.
Yeah, shout out Breakstone. Those guys revamped me, man. We end up, and that was back in when the city was lit with clubs, man. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah,
every freaking weekend we going to a club.
Pre-pandemic, man. Pre-pandemic.
Yeah, this is back in the early 2000s, man. 2010, 2011, whatever. End up rocking with them, man. It was dope. It was fucking dope, bro. They was giving us VIP. They was giving us everything. It was a movie, bro. You know, everybody grew up and just started having babies, getting married, man, and that fizzled out. Ended up doing my solo thing, still doing shows, trying to figure out what I'm doing, and that's when I met Michael, man. Met Michael, and we just started clicking, just started making shit, started doing stuff, man. We noticed we started developing the following.
Fucking took off from there.
Once we got with the numbers and started to see what we doing on streaming, man, I got like 14,000 solid fans.
Come on.
Who like stream my shit. You know what I mean?
It's a great feeling.
We was like, oh shit.
He's like, no, you have a following.
Yeah, so we do it for them, man. That solid 14, we do it for them.
I love it.
And we just been building off of that.
It's good. Give me a quick little speed bump that you had to overcome more recently, maybe in the past year or so, that maybe not the everyday casual fan of John Brooks might not know about. It could be personal, it could be business wise.
The thing that I was conflicted with, especially being a creative, is work creative life balance. So here I am being uberly successful in my career. I work at BART. So I was able to go from a janitor to a station agent. Yeah, you know that's
major leap if y'all don't know. if y'all really don't know, major leap.
Yeah. And while I'm doing that, I'm in class for 18 weeks. But before that class started, that's when I was like killing them with the music, with the videos, with the visuals, everything.
That traction was.
I had to literally stop it, bro. I watched the numbers.
Yeah, it's just like you said, everything you built was slowly.
I watched it, and it was no stopping it. It was no stopping it. So that, and losing value in yourself. When you see stuff like that, it makes you question, like, damn, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, if I'm that good, why would people not listen, or why would I lose followers? But I'm conflicted because now I'm getting paid, you know, 6 figures.
On my everyday shit.
On my everyday thing, going to work, I'm sad and making hella money. Taking care of my family, going on vacation, going on trips. We ain't doing this shit. We sitting there like thinking about, damn, bro, I need to just put this shit out. But now I'm second guessing myself.
And for one, I love that you took it to that way, because I just recently got into vocational school, doing like some, you know, medical kind of program and stuff. So in the next couple 13, 15 weeks, I'm going to be in that same mindset, just like, bruh, I'm trying to make this happen, but it's just I gotta dial in and focus in on the other little shit type I have to do. So
the advice I would give you, man, is because from that little speed bump, I had to relearn my value. My value isn't in how many streams I have, right?
I love that.
My value isn't in how many views I have on YouTube or how many fucking followers I have on Instagram.
Right.
My value is how I make my listener feel. The person who listens to my music, how do they feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That and that's my contribution. So I say that to say, I didn't even know you from anything.
Legit.
I seen you on my feed because you interviewed my cousin Deontay.
Yeah.
And I seen it on his page.
Shout out DP.
And I was like, this dude is dope. But to me, I seen value in that.
Come on.
I was like, I want to be on his show. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Just love. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's all I can ask for.
So I say that to say, don't lose value in what you're here to do. Yeah, you got to go in the real world, and we got to stop being creatives and go put on a damn suit and make this money.
Right.
When that drop happens, because it's going to happen.
Facts.
Don't forget your value.
Right. I love it.
Your value isn't going to drop.
I thank you.
You know what I mean? So
and it's, like you said, and I love how you said the word balance, because that's what it is. Don't give up 100% on one thing for the next. Just, okay, you might have to 80-20 it, you might have to 70% 30 it, but don't all the way, you know, shift it one gear. And a term I've been applying to myself, I've been telling other people, balance is not a destination. balance is progress.
Absolutely.
It's a process. Excuse me. Balance is a process. Yeah. It's always doing this. Like I said, like you grinding on the rail. I love skateboarding. You can be comfortable as you grind on the board slide, but you still have to know which side to lean on.
Absolutely.
So, but give me I'm about to say, let's take it into 2024. Next year, what do you expect on the positive side? What wins do you want to accomplish within the next year as far as John Brooks is concerned?
I always tell people regarding our community, I'm not going to sit there and judge every single thing, but my thing is I want to put light on a different perception of our community.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The image as a whole. You know, I want to be able to. I know that I can't financially change things in my community because I don't make enough to change the world.
I don't have that monetary impact right now.
Yeah, I can change my world, my bank, but I can't change the whole world.
Absolutely.
But what I can control is the image and perception I put out there through my creativity.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying you got to be a nun. I'm not saying you got to do whatever. I'm saying my part is to show you a different image of...
A different way. Like, for black men.
For black men.
What we socially identify with is all we can represent.
All we can represent and give them a new light of what that is to be black men.
Absolutely,
bro. You know, like with Adventure Dre, right?
Yes, sir.
Adventure Dre. Looking at his content, I never seen a black man outside of Cuz on Instagram, the Black Tarzan
type shit.
He out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he gotta have black in his name.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker out there. But when I see Adventure Dre and he out there with the nature
in San Francisco,
doing all that stuff,
it's somewhere you could get to.
It wasn't off-putting. It was like, whoa. I seen him there. I can see myself there. That's dope. Where's this at?
Yeah.
But imagine that image for young children. Imagine that image for... Imagine people wanting to go to school to become lawyers, become doctors. My son wants to be a vet. He knows I'm a rapper.
Right.
He knows, he's seen all my videos, my performances. He knows my music by heart.
Legit.
He's 9 years old.
Right.
But instead of that influencing him, which I hope it influences him positively,
right,
he goes, I want to be a veterinarian. And I said, you're going to be a veterinarian. I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me put them tools in your hand.
But imagine him saying, which wouldn't be a bad thing, I want to be a rapper. I want to be an R&B singer. I want to be a basketball player. Right. Okay, cool. That's what we do. But let's think outside the box.
Yeah.
And let's support that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So for 2024, to answer your question, I want to double down on the perception of what it means to be a black man.
I'm going to loop it back to an earlier point you said because it's a point I love. Exposure. Exposure leads to expansion. I work with kids as well, and my favorite thing is to showing these little hoodlums, these little naive knuckleheads, like y'all are good at something y'all didn't know.
Exactly.
I love getting a little girl to know that she could throw a football. It's the best thing in the world.
Absolutely.
I'd be like, come, I literally grab a football. Hey, girls, come play football. Mr. Dillon, we don't do that. No. Man, come here. And they throw it and catch it. Look, you could throw it. They be like, oh, I guess. Just light up. And then sometimes they'll throw a spiral on accident. I'd be like, you see that spiral?
How perfect it was.
And it, like you said, now they're exposed to doing something they never would have thought. And they're like, oh, I can try that. Now, what else can I try?
Yeah.
I love that approach that you have with like I say, your family and your music. Is just like, that's the goal. I just want to show y'all that this is possible.
It's possible.
This is possible.
We got to have a different perception, man, a different outlook on what we're doing. And again, it's not to knock what anybody else is doing.
Never.
And the culture's the culture. You know what I'm saying? We know what the culture is. Right. We got some aunties and cousins that's questionable. You know what I mean? Now. That, hey, bro, how'd you, right, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
We got that.
Always.
That's
what is it? How your little thing going?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how your little thing going? Hey, this ain't little no more, man.
Shit that you can't invite to every cookout or every meeting or whatever, but I feel like in my circle and the connections I want to build, the circle I want to have, I want to invite like-minded people.
Yes,
you know,
that's the main thing, especially being in this space. I've experienced the same thing. Surrounding yourself by like-minded individuals is gonna get you and them there farther and faster.
Absolutely.
You could go far by yourself, you can get there faster together. So
but it also says that.
Yeah, you know, surrounding yourself by good people and good company. Shout out my boy Lawrence. So
absolutely.
But we're gonna leave it there for the What's the Way with you. Thank you for letting me pick your brain and showing the people a little bit about yourself and just how your brain ticks, you feel me?
Absolutely.
let's get into this rapid wave segment. Before we go any further, this is the part of the show. I'm gonna just throw out some questions to you.
Yeah.
I need your natural reaction. If you got a simmer on it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I got about maybe 12 to 13. I don't know. I came up with a solid list today. Solid list. So if you could pick one for yourself, or are you more of an early bird or a night owl?
I am a disgustingly early bird. Good morning.
Love it.
Good morning. How you doing?
You're that guy,
bro. It is
before the coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I love it. I love it. I'm turning into a night owl, but I love being an early bird, so I can dig that. You rocking with more as far as time of the year, the fall or the spring?
I'm a fall guy, brother.
Yeah.
I'm a cold guy.
You like
love
the cold
rain, love the cold.
I think
love the fall.
I think that's some heavy set dudes. Like I'm skinny, so I need that heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need that iron. We got that little extra layer on us. Yeah.
Okay. I was a cereal kid as a kid. Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles. Damn, I had.
Right, he's like, I had a simmer on that one. He was like, wait, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Yeah,
Fruity
that was
Pebbles,
me.
Yes.
It turn your water. It turn your milk pink or red.
Oh yeah, for sure. Back as kids growing up with cartoons, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
I was Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Tsunami. All that, yeah. Dragon Ball Z.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
Eddie, all the boys. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
I got you. I'm a sports nerd. It's a Sunday. I got football on in the background. What is your favorite sporting event to go to?
Hockey, man.
What? I gotta go now.
Hockey,
I had a coworker go there. I was like, but I went to a Sharks game and that shit was lit.
Changed my life.
I went to a Sharks game. That shit was lit as fuck, bro.
Changed my life, brother. Yes.
I might have to go. Okay, shout out to NHL. I'm a superhero nerd as well. You see Justice League. Everything. Element bender. If you could control water, fire, earth, or air, which one would you be able to bend if you could choose?
Fire.
Fire, offer it.
Fire Nation.
He said, no, it's part of the nation.
Fire Nation.
I'm an earthbender at heart, so okay. I could dig it. Let me get you this one. Wait, are you from Bay Area, born and raised?
Yeah.
What city?
Oakland.
Okay. If you could live in any Bay Area city for the rest of your life, what city would it be?
Oh, you foul for that.
I got to limit you.
He foul. Who got the best?
I love asking Bay Area people this. If any city in the Bay Area for the rest of your life, and you got Marin, you got Sausalitos, you got.
I never been over there.
Timber, you got pockets.
I'm a Bay nigga for real now. I don't travel too far.
Everything.
You going with Sausalito? What that's that?
You got pockets, so you feel me? It's little shit,
bro. Tacos, man. I like to eat. Let's see. They got the goddamn Blue Saigon in Pittsburgh.
Talk about it.
Shit.
What you gonna post about Lake Merritt? You just gonna go to
they got goddamn
to the city. You on a peninsula,
Southern Country Kitchen.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess you know what I stick with the city for the food, brother. The city got some of the best food.
They do.
Yeah, I stick
we
with
got
the
a
city,
lot.
man.
That's why I love the Bay. We got a great culture of food out here.
You fucking me up with that question.
I love it. Okay, he's like city, you know. Okay, we'll leave it there. Give me, as I have having car problems, give me your dream car.
Oh man, F-150, bro, truck.
What you a truck boy?
I'm a big nigga, bro.
I need big body.
Now I'm in that little clown, Elantra outside. I need to be able to stretch my feet, stretch my back.
He's like that big. I love it. Okay,
I need that.
I need the real deal Holyfield. Give me your let me frame the question like this. I hate to say it, but you just got sentenced to death. Yeah. Give me your electric chair meal. Your final meal before you leave Earth.
Gumbo.
Ooh.
Some rice, some hot sauce, some crackers. Yeah.
Too quick.
Yeah. Some
and
gumbo
so I just seen somebody, my boy, post it in this Christmas season around the corner. So you know it's coming around. I love you for that one. I love you. Auntie. You know I'm talking to you.
Oh, rip.
Okay, next one. I'm a big fan as far as genres of movies of heist movies. My favorite part is when they got to put together the team and everything. So what would your role be in a heist? Are you the getaway driver? Are you the hacker, the muscle with all the artillery? You the mastermind? What do you feel like your role would be in a heist?
See, I'm an Aquarius. So my mind is non-stop. I'll be the mastermind for damn show.
That's what I get the most. Yeah. As far as entrepreneurs and brand owners, they be like, I'm putting the play together.
Let me go ahead and put the play together, brother. Yeah, I think about this and I think about it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Contingency plan backup. Okay. I like that. A few more for you. Do you have any weird fears or weird phobias?
Oh man,
it doesn't have to be something serious like heights or water or anything or snakes, but any like something that any things that just irk your nerves.
You want to get me to stay away from you, man? Show me a spider.
Hey,
I
I'm
hate
with
spiders.
that. So, and I have a spider problem here, just where I live.
Yeah, so now you got me looking around.
And used to be ants used to be in this motherfucker all the time, but now outside, spiders, bro.
Yeah,
like I don't know if you see walking on the little steps and
no, but here it is a big spider problem. I stay around the corner from it's a big spider problem. Bro.
I'm like, bro, it's
wifey get all the spiders at the house.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with those spiders. I'll get the snakes, I'll get the rats, I'll get anything else, but I'm not touching those spiders, bro.
It's crazy how the smallest things put the most fear in.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? Not to go off track.
No, you good.
I was sleeping at my auntie's house when I was a little kid. I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you know, I cut to sleep on the floor.
Right.
I'm on the floor, sleep. Open my eyes and a daddy long leg, bro, was coming on me, and that's what did it.
And he said for
the fingers like little crab claws, like yeah.
He said that's it. I'm done.
I can't. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Like I get the.
I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with y'all. Okay. I got let me see about like 3 or 4 more.
That's good.
2023. Give me your top 3 artists played. Whether if you're on Apple Music, Spotify, give me your 3 artists that you played this year.
Oh man, Kendrick, Cole, Mo Green.
Easy peasy.
All rip.
He's all three. He's like, okay.
Now or never by Mo Green. It's my shit.
He's like, I was in that bag.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick, man. That's my shit.
A classic, man. You know.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, I need you to finish. Let me do this one first. Dream collab. If you collab with any artist, I'll open it up dead or alive. Any dream collab that you would do a song and or project with.
Man. I fantasize about doing an EP with Netta Brielle. Her voice is raspy, bro.
It's memorable.
It's memorable.
I was about to say it's very memorable. I know, and I know the name because of the voice.
Yeah,
I haven't dove into her catalog.
Oh my god,
I know the name because of the voice.
Man, yeah, you gotta check her out, man. She's fucking dope.
Okay.
I flirt with that idea.
Yeah.
I may have not written an album for it, but that's who I want to collaborate.
Come on, reach out to my boy.
Yeah, she raw.
Come on now. And a couple more. Finish this phrase. There are 2 types of people in the world. Blank and blank.
2 type of people in this world. Let's see. Dumb and Dumber.
I like that one. There are a lot of dumb people in this world, and there's some dumber motherfuckers in this world. I like that. Okay. Yeah. And to finish up and put a bow on this wonderful gift of a podcast, finish this phrase. You could tell a lot about a person by the way that they blank.
Man. Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
By the way that... I'm going to change the last part.
Go ahead.
That the way their children display manners.
You could tell a lot about a person by the way that their children display manners.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I watch people all day at Barton.
It's funny because I work with kids, so it's like I see the kids behave, and I'm like, I wonder what
reverse engineer.
I can see what your mama like. I can see why.
Engineer, brother.
I love that for a wonderful, great answer.
Sir.
That's all I have for you. Thank you again, Mr. John Brooks. Please let myself know, let my boy Dre know, let the people know watching what's next, where they can follow you and find all your dope content and music.
Yeah, you guys check me out. Social media, official John Brooks, Spotify John Brooks. Have a new commercial out on my IG page, Limitless. You guys check it out.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for having me, brother.
Love,
again, I got merch coming to you.
It's always like I said, we locked in. I got you. It turns out here around the corner. So you feel me? If you see any more content coming out between What's Waving John Brooks, man, don't be surprised by any means. But thank you again for pulling up and taking some time out your wonderful Sunday just for pulling up for the episode. Once again, like, share, subscribe. Tell your auntie to leave a comment. Let her know what she wants to hear from John Brooks or what guest she wants to see on What's the Wave. But other than that, it's been another great episode. We'll see y'all each Wednesday, every Wednesday, till shit here in the dawn of time. You feel me? We are out. You bitch you. Like I done wrecked. Who is next? Niggas is sleep like pillow pets, getting foreign head from a bad bitch from Budapest. Call your bet, cause I'm just trying to get a quick check.